So let's shift gears a little bit, guys.
Okay.
Greg, why don't we start with you? I'm going to pick on you a little bit. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, life as the bass player for Ted Nugent and some of the other cool things you've been doing, and if you could share a little cool on the road story.
Wow. Well, let me see. It's been a whole lot of fun. It's been a trip and a half. But it's, you know what? It was a lot more fun before I had my daughter. I hate being away from my family. I hate being away from my little girl. But I started doing this. I started going on the road when I was 21, and it's what I always wanted. I mean, in high school, I was 100% gonna be a rock star. That was it, plain and simple. Matter of fact, I was gonna be a millionaire by the time I was 22. That didn't quite work out, but
you are a rock star.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I play with rock stars. I'm not a rock star myself. I happen to play with a lot of the people I grew up listening to, which is really cool. Can't complain about that. They're the rich ones. I'm basically the glorified kitchen help.
They call them kind of like the behind-the-scenes people.
Exactly. What you call a sideman. I've been a sideman to Alice Cooper. Rainbow. Even though Rainbow was under the guise of being a band, there was band pictures, and it was the band. The name was Rainbow. It was Ritchie Blackmore's band. We were all sidemen to him. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. Of course, I wanted to be in that next Van Halen band or whatever it was, but that didn't quite work out. I was in quite a few original bands, and I write music myself. But I somehow, some way, was able to continually get gigs with other artists, like famous artists, and just keep facilitating. That's easy for me to say. Facilitating work, doing that, and you know what? Working as a musician is better than not working as a musician, as any musician will tell you. So, it's been great. I can't complain. I'm supporting the family, paying the bills, not getting rich, but having a great time doing it. Seeing the world.
It seems to me, from meeting you a few times and talking to you, that the way it has played out from when you first started playing bass to now, it seems like that you're happy with it, that it's worked out
Absolutely.
well. Absolutely.
100% happy. I couldn't
It's not
complain.
the kind of thing you can plan. And
No.
I suppose if any other full-time musician were to take a look at how it's happened for you, would probably be perfectly happy. The same thing would sort of
Yes.
happen for them too.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been great. I can't complain. I've seen the world. I've seen more places than I ever would have dreamed of seeing, and it's just been amazing. I've met the most amazing people, the most amazing musicians, and it's not over yet. The ride's still not over. It's still going on.
Maybe
as long as
you
I'm
should
breathing.
write a book.
Well, you know what? A lot of people have told me that, and it's kind of cool because when I do run into other musicians that I've played with, they remind me of stories that I've forgotten.
Well, there are always, what I find from talking to people like you is that there's always stories behind the stories.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people are privileged to hear them.
Mm-hmm.
We can read a lot about the high-profile guys like Ted Nugent and Rolling Stone, but what about those other stories? They're
Right.
just as interesting and intriguing to people. And I think writing
Some
a
of
book
them I could
really is a
never
good
tell.
idea.
Well, that is a good idea because as an outsider here, the sidemen have less of a budget to create those stories on. You know what I mean? The big high-profile rock stars. So there's the next level of the stories that come in. The support stories for the big names, how they got there in the first place. So.
Well, there's a journey and a path, and what I have found from talking to musicians, and I love doing it, is I love drawing out some of those stories. Every musician I've ever talked to has a "this is why I do it" kind of story, and it almost, without exception, never has anything to do with the big name rock star spotlight thing.
Well, here's a good a small little Alice Cooper story. Now, Alice loves to play cards, and we would always play poker on the back of the bus. So we'd be all hanging out playing poker, and then I think we're in Wales actually, and we go up to his hotel, and there's a young couple with a little kid, and they're holding like these Alice albums, and you know, they see the bus come up, and he goes, "Oh man," he goes, "young couple with a kid, I feel so obligated, man, you know." He goes, "Don't they realize? Get over it. I'm just a goofy old man." That's direct Alice Cooper quote right there.
Shh, don't tell them that. Well, John, tell us about some of your musical history and what has brought you to behind the microphone on my radio show.
Well, when I heard the electric guitar, I think it was a weird thing for me. I believe it was either an Eagles song, the very first thing that got me, or Uriah Heep. I heard this electric guitar, wow, 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 you know. I said, what the heck is that? You know, because I was a trumpet player. My father was a musician. He was a professional musician, a sax player. And so I grew up with saxophone music in the house and piano, and I learned to play the trumpet. When the Beatles came and, you know, like my dad was, that's not for him, a big band thing. I heard the electric guitar, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make those sounds with the electric guitar. And so it's been a journey for me, trying different kind of instruments, creating different sounds, listening to people that I liked, and keeping at it because I like to do it. Not for the girls, but, you know, people say sometimes you do it for the girls. Well, I'm waiting for that to happen, but I do it for the music. And it's a fun thing creating sounds, not just with a guitar, but I enjoy, you know, the camaraderie of the musicians. And if you can get along, some guys have attitudes and you can't get through them. Some people can hook together, and this is what we do. We can do it together. It's a friendship. It's like being a Boy Scout or something, like in a fraternity, you know. And I really like to do it, and it never could get out of my system. You know, I should have been something else, maybe, had more money, but some people don't know what they want to be.
A haberdasher?
That too. I can make hats. But I'm still, you know, what do I want to be when I grow up? I don't know, but I'm playing the guitar right now in this part of the life, so I guess that's what I want to be.
I should probably say that John's only 19.
Right. So I have a long way to go.
Well, you seem happy doing what you're doing. What are you going to share with us next?
How about
I think John's going to sing something now.
something? Well, that would be interesting.
There you have it. Hope I remember it.
Yeah, here's a ditty that I may hear us perform. George Harrison, the Beatles. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how somewhere in her style she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how you're asking me, will our love grow? Well, I don't know. You stick around now, it may show. And I don't know, I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the thing she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Off the road.
Great. Boy, when you said you're going to play something, you weren't kidding.
Definitely not.
No pun intended.
You can never go wrong with the Beatles. Gino
Definitely not.
and Gloria, that was for you. Fantastic, guys. So let's wrap it all up in a nice, pretty little package, slap a bow on it.
For Christmas.
Fitting with the season. Coming up Friday, you're going to be playing at Grumpy's.
Grumpy's. Best barbecue there is.
That's what I heard.
That's where I'm going for.
But you know what? One thing I was wondering, does Grumpy have a happy hour?
I believe he does.
Yeah. So there
Hey,
you
the
go.
more people
it's an
come out,
it's an oxymoron.
the more people that come to Grumpy's, we'll try to make Grumpy happy.
That's
How
what
about
we're
it?
talking about. We want to make Grumpy happy on our first time out.
Yeah, we want a lot of people to come, you know. Hey, be part of the show. We'll entertain
Absolutely.
you. You entertain us. Yeah, also Greg and I, since we love the local music, one of the local venues in Hellertown called the Meadows Grove, we're going to be starting to host an open mic there, and it's going to be on every Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock to 9, we have amplifiers, we have drums, keyboards there, so you could bring your sticks, bring your guitars, bring your vocals, whatever you like to do. We're going to host an open mic. We want all our friends and people who would like to play and get out there and perform in front of people. Come, sit in with us, do your thing, have some fun. There's good food there at the Meadows, and it's the Meadows Grove in Hellertown. The owner there, Russell, supports live music. A couple Hammond B3s there. All good stuff. And Greg and I are looking forward to seeing our friends come out and meet some new friends and discover local talent. People that, you want to get out there and play. It's a good time to do it. Hit the open mic. So
That's fantastic. The venerable Phil Stahl says that if you want a thriving local music scene, you have to make one. And I think open mics and jams are vital to doing that. So I would encourage my listeners to support any open mic or jam that's in your area. But this is very exciting, a new one that's going to be hosted by Greg Smith and John Cannavo at the Meadows.
correct. Yeah.
What's the date that's going to begin again?
January 3rd. It'll be every Tuesday. Like I said, there's food available there, and it's all ages, actually, too. It's going to be rock and roll and country, whatever kind of music you like to play. You play the boomba, bring it on out there. But
Fantastic. You heard it here, January 3rd at the Meadows.
brand new. Be there or be square.
Well, tell people where they can hear or find out more about the band Off the Road.
Well, great. We've got a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Off the Road Band. And we have a Reverb Nation page, which is reverbnation.com/Off the Road. I always forget. I get them mixed up, but I think that's the way it goes.
Fantastic. And
Yeah.
as you know, you are listening to All Things Music and More. I'm your host, Mary Pierce. We too have a Facebook page, and if you go out to our Facebook page, you can find links to Off the Road's Facebook page and their Reverb Nation page, and you can find the event to their gig coming up at Grumpy's this Friday. Starts at 9:30. Grumpy's is kind of a small place, so I highly recommend that you come by early, stay for dinner, have some of that award-winning barbecue, and stay for a great show with Greg Smith and John Cannavo.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, Mary.
Yeah, it was great to be here.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck with the show.
You are listening to All Things Music and More. I am your host, Mary Pierce. It's time for an All Things Music metal moment with local rock band True Becoming. They are an original rock band from Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania, and here is their song, Never Less Alone, off their new CD, The Fight.
When all you need is everything that I could never be if you don't hate me now. Someday, baby. cemented. All these places now an asylum. And on a day when my fists don't creak walls. 4 a.m. So damn this bed as we lie alone together. And this can't wait, 'cause far's too late to make this any better. So here we go again, I'm over it. This isn't what you wanted, but I don't care right now. 'Cause you drive me crazy. When all you need is everything that I could never be if you don't hate me now. Someday, baby, so just keep running your mouth. I may just figure you out before we start again. Before this starts again. So just keep running your mouth. I may figure you out before this starts again. It's 4 a.m. So damn this bed as we lie alone together. So here we go again, I'm over it. This isn't what you wanted, but I don't care right now. 'Cause you drive me crazy. When all you need is everything that I could never be if you don't hate me now. Someday, baby.
Walk away.
That was Walk Away by Five Finger Death Punch. While we're still reveling in our metal moment, I want to tell you about this week's Hopetown Sound Featured Artist of the Week. The band is called Ammunition. They are a band out of Lambertville, New Jersey, and they are regulars on the monthly lineup at John and Peter's in New Hope, where they perform on the last Friday of every month. The song, Let's Get Down, was recorded here at Hopetown Sound. You can find Hopetown Sound on the web at www.hopetownsound.com. If you click on the link on the bottom left-hand side of the page, it will shoot you right over to the All Things Music and More Facebook page. Please show us some Facebook like and share our page with your friends. And now, here's Let's Get Down by Ammunition.
Let's get down, let's get down. Said it's been so long, haven't seen you around. Are you proud? Have you found that way? Your life has somehow suits you. Well, dark times, say dark times are the best. About that thin red line. You rewind, check rewind. These unfortunate trials are best left behind. And I just stand there waiting. I've been waiting so long. Guess I found comfort in real. Let's push that shit aside and try to swallow fighting it down. Well, pride, my friend, well, that's a big pill to swallow. You lick wounds, lick your wounds, so wolves can smell them blood-soaked hooves, child. You're safe here, but not there. Try to decipher fool from friend. Then you'll find, can't rewind. You've been living in the past this whole damn time. Stand down, down, low, down. Stand down, down, low. And then you find yourself just waiting. You'll be waiting all alone. And try to find solace real. You stack that shit real high and choke on pride and not stand down. Rest to rest, be a little bit bitter, boy. Oh, that's the same old freight train, different route. Dust to dust, it'll be a little unsettling to see the same old pride left in the bands. Attention, you're as tight as this. We can't breathe, we're scraping from the bottom, taking what we need. Well, now we'll just sit here waiting, and we've been waiting so long. And we'll find comfort in real. I think it's better, boy, if we stay down.
If there's anyone out there as cold as me, look in these eyes and you will see the darkness inside me. Who am I? Alone I struggle to survive. This emptiness is staring at me. It consumes me whole. I've tried to bury it deep inside to hide all this damage. I'm damaged.
That was Taunted by Tomorrow with Endless, and before that we had Let's Get Down by Ammunition. You have been tuned in to Prolific Radio, and the show is all things music and more. I am your host, Mary Pierce. This is a weekly show, and it can be heard every Wednesday from noon till 1 p.m., and if you miss it, you can hear it again on Fridays from 2 till 3. Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand. If you have something to say and you can't say it with words, say it with music. And whenever possible, choose love.